I don't... Am I supposed to go this way? I guess so, right? I don't know. Yeah. I got cutscened.
It's done.
Oh, it's...
Give me the vaccine, you greedy son of a bitch.
No. You print money. I like money. We shall make ours an ongoing arrangement. Now drop the gun!
Why? Oh no, it's Nemesis. You know, I was wondering what they were gonna do with Nemesis. It's just William Birkin again. It's just William Birkin, Dad.
Have you ever seen anything so incredible? The data on this would be worth millions. But, you know how it is. City's about to explode, and you can't put a price on life. Good luck!
Nikolai!
You know, he could have just shot her.
Go after Nikolai. He's got the vaccine.
What about you?
We're running out of time. I've got this.
I know you do.
So there was no choice with Nikolai, huh?
Just so you know, this is the last fucking time.
So, ahead is... I don't know. The railgun. Railgun. It's a railgun. Okay. Oh, she just picks it up. Okay, whatever. So, instead of the railgun being a stationary weapon that you use, you power up, you just use it on them. Oh, I gotta push the things in now.
It needs power.
You gotta push the things in. Oh, he's got weaknesses. He's got weak points. So this is the Nemesis. Oh. What was I supposed to do for that? I wasn't even aiming for that one, but okay. Oh, he fell over. He's melting.
2 power sources remaining.
Did he eat another tyrant? Oh, I'm hurt. Let's take it easy. Probably one side, he'll get back up and then shoot the other side now.
Go ahead! I'm gonna put you right back on your ass.
Okay. Where's your weaknesses? Oh, they didn't count. It did. That's 1. That was 0. Missed. Oh, he's shooting the acid that he would in the original game. Oh, I hit it through his arm. And he falls over. We push the thing. We get the railgun. We shoot him. Then the same thing happens again, or maybe gets smaller. And then we should kill him with the railgun.
You think I don't know how to fuck you up?
Oh, it's a cutscene attack. He had all his he had his weak points back again. Oh, okay. No, you just.
Come on! Next time.
You know, this would have been a really good time. You know, this would have been a really cool point to use the "you want stars, I'll give you stars" moment. Yeah, they wasted that. Like, really wasted that. Oh, Nemesis is dead now. I guess Nemesis is dead now because his head's dead. I don't know. I mean, we hit him with the railgun. Oh, Nemesis is dead now. It told me. Defeat Nemesis stage 3. Okay. I guess oh, there's still items here. We should pick them up, I guess. And I'm pretty sure this is the end of the game. I don't think there's anything left after this. It's just handgun bullets. Why? That wasn't even a fight. It was just... That was just a stage fight. I know the original game's final boss wasn't like amazing and all that, but oh, I can't even heal because what's that? Magnum rounds? No, did I say 3 grenade rounds? Really? Why didn't they give me this stuff for the other fight, the harder fight? I mean, it's got a hole. I thought that's where you were supposed to go. Oh, okay. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, there's a ladder somewhere. Where's the ladder? He's not getting back up again. He's dead. The game's not that clever. No, I mean, that wasn't hard at all. He had weaknesses. He would fall over. The other fight was just stupid. It was just... like they added zombies into it for some reason. Like I didn't understand the point of the zombies. This is just the exploding the elevator from Resident Evil 2. Same thing. I think he's dead, Dad.
I can still catch him.
This would all be saved if Barry comes in at the end. No, in the original game, one of the endings is Barry. You go in the helicopter with Barry. That's one of the endings.
Oh no!
How did you lose? No, seriously, how did you
You're not going to
lose?
stop that, Nikolai?
Yeah.
Promised you this, didn't I?
And he. Yep. There goes the vaccine.
idea
But
what
we
you've
wasted
just
so much.
done?
No, don't care. My client ordered me to reduce umbrella to drop.
10 minutes until missile
Ah.
impact.
The missile has launched.
They didn't even wait for the vaccine that they were talking about.
Goodbye, Miss Valentine. Shame
Just
you
shoot
didn't
her.
listen to me when you had the chance.
And then Carlos gets up, man. Just. No Jill, huh? We should both be fighting this guy. I guess not. This is a Carlos moment.
Jill! Shoot him!
Okay.
I can't. I'll hit you.
Do it! You have to! There's no other way.
Okay.
Carlos.
I aim for his head.
Hey,
I mean, I aim for the
I
head.
told you I couldn't leave you in a Carlos's world.
Also, if I aim for the head, it wouldn't have gone through his head if I was aiming at a certain angle. Also, Carl, he's still alive.
What about him?
Why'd you do it?
There's a price tag for everything. Even letting the world burn.
Who are you working for?
Umbrella, remember?
I'll tell you, if you get me out of here, I'll pay you whatever you want. You're a fool. You're a fool!
Wait, why doesn't he just get up? He didn't get shot in the leg.
Never find out the truth.
I don't mind a little detective work.
Okay. He's just gonna sit there? Okay. She just went into her, I've beaten the game, motion. Oh, I guess he's not gonna try to do anything. You know, I could see if he shot him a couple times in the legs, or if he was bleeding or something. I mean, he got shot in the shoulder, sure, I understand, but it could have still gotten up. That was it, huh? That's all the end for Nikolai.
You alright?
There it is.
I mean, I guess they confirmed Nikolai's dead now. Unless Barry came for Nikolai or something. I didn't even show. They don't even show the scene where you show all the different. It's not like the buildings getting blown up. Where you see this slow impact, and then it's all the buildings you went to in the game, the RPD and all that. Just shoot the missile. Well, I'm gonna disappear. Well, they were trying to save. Oh, there was a combination of them trying to save people, and it was a last resort. They didn't know how bad it was going to get. And then a second missile shot the helicopter out of the air.
Empty and cold as the heat from the blast washed over us.
You know, this
wasn't caused by
voiceover would make more sense if they had a voiceover at the start of the game, like she did in the original game. Like,
human grade.
I mean, that's broken. There's nothing in there.
The ashes of Raccoon City would be Umbrella's ashes too.
But then they
once and for all.
I mean, they keep saying that, but they actually do nothing to end Umbrella. Wesker ends Umbrella. No, seriously. Wesker gets all the information, sends it to the American government, and they basically help to close down Umbrella. The STARS members, they don't do anything. They absolutely do nothing to stop Umbrella. Like, even in the Code Veronica, the characters say the same thing. Chris and Claire say the same thing. This time we'll end Umbrella. They don't do anything. Every game until 4, like, they go, this is not over yet. We'll end Umbrella. And then in Resident Evil 4 he goes, oh, by the way, Umbrella was ended. No, seriously, the start of the Resident Evil 4 is just, oh, Umbrella collapsed. That was the end of Umbrella. Umbrella's gone. And then Resident Evil 5, Wesker's like, I've made a new Umbrella. And then in Resident Evil 6, he goes, we're Neo Umbrella, and I'm Evil Ada, who turns into a water lady for some reason. No, I'm not even kidding you. She gets infected. She injects herself with one of the random C virus things, and then she turns into a big water monster, made of water. Ada. No, Evil Ada. There's 2 Adas. Resident Evil 6 is a very complicated and pointless plot. Well, I'll tell you the plot of Resident Evil 6. There's this guy named, I forget, there's this one guy, and he really likes Ada. So what he does is, he somehow, at some point, he gets a virus, and he infects his secretary, or whatever, this lady who's with him, with the virus, and turns into a clone of Ada. And then that lady goes crazy, and behind his back starts creating a C virus. And then Wesker's son has the cure to the virus, but also can be strengthened the virus. So she goes after him. Sherry Birkin tries to get him to get the blood to get the vaccine. Yeah.
She's a big girl now.
Yeah, she has Wolverine powers in 6. Like, at one point, they're in a helicopter crash, and she has like this big metal pole sticking through her, and she's like, pull it out. And he goes, you'll bleed to death if I do that. And he goes, do it. So he does, and then the hole starts closing on its own. Like, she has healing powers. Like, she's actually, yeah, she's got a whole,
Where'd you get that from?
being infected by the G virus. I mean, it was cured, but she still has like lingering effects from it. So it's kind of like how Wesker's also has a virus, but they try to make it sound like in 6 they try to make it sound like Wesker's virus was like the super virus, and that Jake inherited the virus from Wesker. But the time frame is very odd about that, because think about it like this: Resident Evil 1 takes place in '98, right? So that would mean that Jake, who I forget how old he is, would have had to have been born after '98, because Wesker had the virus in him in '98. He injects himself with his virus in '98. So between '98 and I think it's 2013, Jake would have to have been born. How many years is that between each other? 15 years, right? Jake is not 15. He's older than that. So, yeah, I forget how old he is. I think he's like in his 20s. But the time frame doesn't really make sense for that. See, it would have to suggest that that Wesker infected himself before 98. But there's no... But the games say that he didn't do that. In Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles, Wesker infects himself before the Tyrant gets out. So when he gets stabbed by the Tyrant and Chris's thing, he gets, better. So Jake's existence just doesn't make sense, really. If you think about it for too long. Jake is the son of Wesker, who has Wesker's, like... Before he was infected by the virus. Yeah, that's the whole plot of the game, is that Jake has the antibodies for the virus because he was Wesker's son. But Jake is too old to have been infected before Wesker was infected. So, like, it gets really complicated. That's the whole problem with that game. Now, the games were made in '96, but the first 4 games take place in '98. When I say 4, I mean Code Veronica also took place in '98, like 2 months after Raccoon, I think, or maybe I don't know. It takes that place pretty close to when this happens. Another game, you mean? I don't know. If they make another movie, it'll probably be a remake of the first one. Or, yeah, they'd have to go back. It would probably not be the guy who made those other ones. It'd probably be a closer version to this one, to the original ones. But it's hard to say. Like, honestly, they should make an animated movie of the first game. They made a couple animated movies, but they're nothing to do with the game. They're just basically, like, they're a name only. They're not the games themselves. They're just after the games. This sounds like Resident Evil 3 music. Or the ending credit music, I think. See, when it came down to... From either having to switch grenades continuously, zombie thing. It was a weird fight. I wasn't a big fan of Nemesis Dog. This weird G-Virus Nemesis form. Like, I know the weird monster he becomes in the end of 3, but I mean, had a reason for that. His head was blown off. He was thrown into that acid. He was all mutated from the virus. The virus, the parasite was taking control of him. That's why he became more of a bug-like creature. And this one, he lost his tentacles. Like, he had a tentacle at the start of the game, and then his arm became a tentacle. Which is another thing. Nemesis didn't have the ability to heal, to regrow limbs, until he mutated in the original game. I guess he mutated in this one a lot earlier. I guess that's why he regrew his limb, but... And also he had to eat another tyrant to get that sort of stuff, too.
Is that what he did?
Yeah, when you push the thing in, he comes down. It's like this sort of like mass, and then he starts eating into this tyrant, and then he starts growing his limbs back. But he's so misshapen and all that he can't really do anything anymore. Like
48 minutes?
Yeah, it took us 48 minutes to beat the last section. I mean, that's cool, I guess. Is that Chris? Okay. Cool. It was a C. We died 13 times. We only got a C? That's terrible. I did pretty bad. But that's most of the dodging mechanics and stuff like that. I wasn't really good at dodging. I wish Nemesis had stayed like that for longer. Like, he was the dog thing for most of the game. Let's see. I don't feel good. Nemesis down. An unfortunate end. Brack Vickers. I need a hero. Pursuer. Creatures. Nemesis down. Nemesis down again. Kendo's Armory. Escape. Okay. Sure. The shop has been unlocked. You can now purchase items from the shop. which is available via the main menu. Points used to unlock items can be earned by completing in-game challenges. View them in the record screen. Alright. Oh, look. Oh, cool. We got classic Jill. Well, that's obviously going to be bought. Wait, you can buy the light? What? 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 This will not be available in assisted mode, as this would exceed the maximum inventory capacity. Okay. Oh, these are 2 extra ones you can buy. That's why we didn't have all of them. What's this? As it implies, the Umbrella-developed anti-bioweapon knife is used for those who like to show off. The blade it can be superheated, causing the target to burst into flames. We got the Samurai Edge. Okay. The Raiden. What? But only when targeting enemy weak points. Oh, we almost got the infinite handgun. We need 140 more points to get the infinite handgun. Oh, there's an infinite machine gun, which is 20. Wow. That is so much that is so expensive. Okay. I mean, cool. You can unlock the Samurai Edge, but you can't upgrade it though. So what's the point? Why can you buy the? Oh. What? A skilled user unlocks when no key is available. So what? Do you start with the weapon? Do you start with it? Is that what it's saying? Like when you start the game up, you just start with it again? What's this? When held, increases the amount of ammo when crafted. Oh, look at that! It's the ammo creator. What's this? A manual complied. When held, physical feats such as perfect dodge become much easier to perform. Okay, that's cool. Greatly increases your attack power when held. Carrying 2 increases the effect. Okay. Greatly increases your defense when held. Carrying 2 increases the effect. Gradually regenerates health when held. Carry 2 to increase the effect. And there's the classic Jill costume. So, can you do all these in one thing, or what? Is there a limit to how much you can do? What I'm saying is, if I know that I'm saying, are these challenges easy to do, or what? I mean, I got 7,860. Because I really want to get the classic Jill. But I also want to save up for the infinite handgun. But that's a very well balanced. That's another problem right there. You can't up. You can buy infinite ammo for certain weapons, but you can't buy infinite ammo for the weapons you have in the game. So you can't buy an infinite magnum. I don't even know what the point of this thing is. Electric gun. Listen, I'm gonna do it. I'm buying it. There we go. Cool. We bought the original Jill. I don't know why it allows you to buy these. I guess you get these at the start. I think I'm gonna save the stuff and, you know, save it, I guess. Well, that was Resident Evil 3's remake. I'll tell you what things they skipped over. Pretty much half the city. Mostly the city. They didn't have any of the real. They skipped over Clock Tower, Nose Clock Tower. They skipped over the park, the Dead Factory. That's all the stuff from Resident Evil 3 they just skipped up. Instead, what they did was they added the extra. They put the sewer, the RPD, and another laboratory from Resident Evil 2 instead, and they made that be the what you do in the game. That was the game. Okay, well, that's